between Liquid Fire, the Ice Path. It's not a fun hero to play against if you're running a core Sven. So I don't know if there's Burning Bridges thinking along those lines perhaps, but also with Jakiro, he does bring a lot more objective push to the team that already has a decent amount with the Shadow Shaman. So both supports now are going to be bringing that objective push between Roshan kill as well as definitely tower and split push, of course. So they have that idea taken care of. I actually think it's a pretty good supporting cast, honestly. Again, position 5 Jakiro, he can get away with that. He just get him levels, he'll be fine. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he has a level 10 talent where he also gets GPM, but not 100% off the top of my head. I have to check in game. Third pick, though, for Thunder Predator. It's going to be the Beastmaster. Does bring a superior stun against the Juggernaut. Holy crap, Burning Bridges is confident. Okay, this is a little bit old school with the Jakiro Naga Siren combination. How about this, though? Naga Siren. We have not seen a lot of Naga Siren recently. This is a hero. I've been hearing whispers of this hero potentially being seen more. But the rare times that I have seen her, it's been hit or miss, it feels like. And again, just haven't really seen her explode onto the scene yet. But Burning Bridges, they definitely have an idea of what they want to do with said hero. And going to pick it up here. Considering they already have the Juggernaut, see, now I'm curious. Is this going to be a mid Naga Siren? Is this going to be an offlane Naga Siren? I mean, the chances that they're not going to run Juggernaut into position 1 seems pretty low. But I suppose you can get away, you know, with a mid Juggernaut and then a safe lane Naga Siren. So you could do that idea as well. Thunder Predator going to follow things up themselves with a Rubik. Fade Bolt's decent against Naga. Definitely plenty to steal this game. This is one of those games where this Rubik wants an Ags if he can manage to farm it. So I hope for their sake it's a position 4 Rubik, expecting him to get some decent farm because there is so many spells to steal that an Ags will be very, very, very high value on this hero. So I like the potential of Rubik and what he could do, but it's a matter of can he get to that point is the big question mark. And also, if he's going to be 4, it's either going to be a Leshrac or a Sven 5. I suppose Sven 5 would probably make the most sense. Maybe, well, no. Yeah, actually, I think this game so far is seeming like Leshrac's actually decent against Naga Siren, right? So I think they might want to run it as a mid or even a safe lane Leshrac. Perhaps more of a mid Leshrac would be my guess at this point. So offlane Beastmaster. And they're thinking about their final pick, so that probably means they need their safe laner. Who do they want against Burning Bridges? They ban Lena, so they're assuming they still need the mid hero on Burning Bridges side. Whoa. And they go Wyvern. So is this going to be a mid Rubik? Is that what we're going to see here, or is this going to be a safe lane Sven? Oh, man, I just got finished talking about how this game already seems pretty rough for a core Sven. Now, I said that yesterday about Burning Bridges playing it, and they made it work, but I go back to they at least had that backup core in OD that took over the game. I don't see that with this lineup. I mean, Rubik, Leshrac, whoever is going to be the core, those aren't heroes. Those aren't OD. You know, it's not this hero that's going to be able to take over the game for you. I don't know if I'm as confident if they choose to do a position 1 Sven. They could do a lot of funky things here, though. I mean, Wyvern is great against Juggernaut and Naga Siren, so they could even run like a they want to do a mid Wyvern with. I don't know. I'm just going to stop guessing right here. Who knows? Burning Bridges, their 5th pick. Yeah, they have to be kind of scratching their head a little bit and like, so what are we matched up against? On paper, you would think Leshrac mid. Or, no, Rubik mid, I guess? Shit, I don't know. I guess the support Naga Siren is also not out of the question for the side of Burning Bridges right away. What that would mean a core Jakiro or Shadow Shaman. So, no, I think if they're going to pick up Naga Siren, they're going to want to run a core Naga here. And again, will it be a Lil's Hands and off lane? Will it be safe lane? I'm kind of just sitting here asking questions, but I have no answers for you guys. This is one of those I could go over all the possibilities, but frankly, I think it's just we're going to have to wait to get in game to see what the hell they end up doing. But
now select your heroes.
They settle for a Pugna in the end. Man, see, Pugna's actually great for both against a core Sven and a core Leshrac. I like that Pugna pick a lot. That's a very good Pugna pick. It is going to be a Lil Naga Siren. So Lil's going to be playing the off-lane Naga Siren. Interesting. Annihilate and Pugna. Skavbai. That's, I'm guessing, how to pronounce it. He's going to be the one playing the safe lane Juggernaut. They have not queued up on their heroes yet for Thunder Predator. They're going to keep us guessing a little bit more. Okay, so it tunes on Sven. So it's going to be a safe lane Sven. Support Leshrac. Leo Style is going to be playing Rubik. So, see, I don't even think they knew 100% what they were going to do. I really don't. Because the Pugna pick came out, and they're sitting here like, okay, now what do we actually want to do as far as matchups go? I hate Core Sven here. I don't think Core Sven is great. All 5 heroes, I guess 4 of the 5 heroes have great ways to deal with the Sven. You're looking at Shadow Shaman Crowd Control. You're looking at Jakiro Liquid Fire and an Ice Bath. You're looking at the Roots from Naga Siren. You're looking at Enfeeble from Pugna. Or, not Enfeeble, Decrepify from Pugna. This is going to be, as it usually is, a very difficult game for a Core Sven. Now, everything I listed off, just about everything that I listed off at least, is counterable with a BKB. So I suppose once Sven gets a BKB, then things definitely can change here. But, all right. And the thing with the mid Rubik as well, mid Rubik, very good at lane dominating. You're up against a Pugna, though. Pugna is one of these heroes that he's not going to care necessarily as much as others would about this Fade Bolt spam. He relies more on the Nether Blast to go for his CS anyways. So I don't think Annihilate's going to worry too much about the fact that he's going up against a mid Rubik who, like I said, is usually a lane dominator. And that's one of the main reasons you would pick up this hero to play in the mid lane. Because when it comes to scaling, obviously Rubik doesn't necessarily do that. Now, I still stand by. Core Rubik is actually very good this game in that he'll be able to get an Ags sooner than later. And Ags this game is very, very powerful. So I do like that about the Rubik core. Running mid here. I like this. Equanimity. Shout out to you. Mid Leshrac carry Sven. Or mid Leshrac carry Sven, Beast off lane. Really that hard to decipher. Yeah, apparently it is because guess what? It's not a mid Leshrac. It's a Rubik mid. But nice try, buddy.
30 seconds.
Welcome to these odd drafts sometimes. I love it when people are so confident, like it's obviously this, and it's no, it's actually not that. Anyways. 2 men down here for Burning Bridges. They need to be careful to get caught. Naga Siren actually being in a bad spot. They're going to set up a Split Earth. Stormhammer, great for that. Follow-up damage here, though. Arctic Burn. Wyvern hasn't leveled it yet. He's going to sit on not leveling it. That's curious to me. If he goes Arctic Burn there, I feel like they could have run down the Naga Siren, but chooses not to. Instead, they make sure to get the Bounty Rune. But the top 2 Bounty Runes will go the way of Burning Bridges, and thus the 2-for-2 split. So, here we go with the laning phase. Matthew, he's going to head to the mid lane. Maybe hope for a courier snipe. I don't think, was he seen? The vision, I don't think he saw him snuck into here, the way he's playing too. Yeah, I don't believe he knows he's in there. So this courier, if it actually ends up coming out, could be in trouble. But yeah, I expect Annihilate to have a decent time, even though he's going up against a Rubik. Like I was talking about earlier, considering he's all about that Nether Blast anyways. Port to the top lane from Leshrac. He chose not to wait around too long. And sure enough, you see the courier coming out right there. So Rasta, Naga Siren. Why do they choose a Naga Siren? That's really interesting. An offlane Naga Siren. That's what Lil decided to draft here for himself in the end. And again, part of me wonders if that was the idea from the beginning or if this simply is an adaptation to how the draft finished out. But I will say the new I've seen a couple of these Naga Siren games like I was talking about before, and the way that the Riptide works now, that passive and the procs going off, it can this hero can get pretty deadly. I don't think we would see the Radiance build anymore, especially being in the off lane. Things like the Manta, Diffusal, that style of build would be much more likely. But Juggernaut, he's having a decent time up here at the top lane so far. Already 6-1. As that Jakiro teammate, of course, there's a pull from the Radiant side. Leshrak's trying to finish it off, but they can test it well. Leo Style, a.k.a. Draken, playing the Rubik here in the mid lane, and he's 8-3 against that 6-3 Pugna, so again, slight advantage for him, but still too early on to tell too much. But yeah, Sven, he's going to need a BKB. It really goes without saying, and I would guess something like a Mask of Madness. I don't know if he goes straight BKB this game, but man, Mask of Madness, Blink, BKB, maybe? Maybe Mask of Madness like an Echo Saber BKB? I don't know. It's a tough call, because if you go right into the Blink, you know, then you're playing more of this Initiator. You're not necessarily playing a safe lane role where they're relying on him to deal some good damage this game. Speaking of that, they're trying to get the kill on Boris, and it might happen. The stick used, one more auto attack. He is still slowed enough, and Attune runs him down. So good job right there. Even with boots, not able to get away on the Rasta, and First Blood will go the way of Thunder Predator. Good start for them. Beastmaster. How's his CS? He's 13-5. Beastmaster's having a great time in the top lane, actually. It's really him and Juggernaut are both essentially trading farm right now. Give me a second. Let me turn something off real quick. Boom. There we go. Annoying thing in the top right. Oh, we got to pause. All right, so again, guys, this is game 1 of our first of 2 best-of-3s. This is the winter finals. The winner of this going to the grand finals. The loser will drop down to the lower finals, which both will be played tomorrow. And from my understanding, the grand finals is set up to be a best-of-5, actually. So tomorrow, even going to be a longer night and more Dota, and that's the point of this event. Just some nice filler Dota, and I'm happy to be a part of it, casting the American regions. The later matchup will be Ray Do Piccole, with my American accent, versus Team Zalato. That should be a good one. Again, Zalato, full Mexican squad. Saw them play yesterday against Thunder Predator. Ultimately losing that series 2-1. Showed signs of being pretty solid, and I've mentioned that about them before, but ultimately Thunder Predator, after losing the first game, they came back and frankly stomped them in the next 2. So I'm curious what does Zalato team we see show up in the later match. But again, that'll be the second series as we're resuming on into this first one. Lil, he's just going to farm out the jungle for the time being. He's got the level 2 Riptides. You see the procs constantly going off. Oh, nice deny there, though, by Prada. He's going to throw the Arctic Burn up on Boris. Boris running over. Not sure what the game plan was there. Going uphill. I guess he's pulling the creep wave. Interesting. There's a double damage rune that ends up spawning at the bottom. Rasta may run over to that, but so is Wyvern. I don't think Wyvern's going to get there in time, though. Rasta gets a first, and now he hits hard. It's a lot of damage. He's putting out 158 damage right now per auto attack. Nagasiren's running over, does not have Ensnare yet. Meanwhile, Jube goes down at the top lane. But back to the bottom lane. Prada, the Shackle's coming out. A couple of Riptide procs, and easy kill right there, really, for Lil in the end. So, yeah, losing Boris, not Boris, Jube at the top lane, but still get a nice return kill. As once again, another pause, unfortunately. Again, Thunder Predator was having some internet issues apparently before this game, which is why we were in the little bit of a delay there to start things off. Cross our fingers, hopefully it doesn't keep up. 5-minute bounty runes are coming though in about 10 seconds. We'll be seeing them happen. And I believe, look at this Sven though. Sven is farming very well. He's got full power treads already as the top CS. Frank goes down at the top lane meanwhile as they're fighting down here for the bottom rune. Yeah, looks like he dies over in this area. So going for those 5-minute bounty runes. Apologies missing that one. Nagasiren though, again, still no Ensnare. So he's choosing not to level up that Ensnare. He does have a Rasta teammate bringing Shackles. Doesn't have Hex yet. So for the oh my god, okay. I guess I can't leave this top lane. Jesus. Matthew ends up taking out Jube once again. Over near the pole camp. Back to the bottom lane. Maybe action down here now. Nope, just simply trying to kill the jungle and does a good job of using the hammer right there to actually get the last hit on that CS. But yeah, I'm curious to see when he decides to level up this ensnare. Definitely would give him more kill potential, of course, at this lane, but it's level 5 and yep, goes another point of mirror image. How's the middle lane going? 25 and 10 Pugna, 24 and 12 Rubik.
All in service to imbalance.
So, continues to be very even in the mid lane. Yeah, this lineup is decent at definitely dealing with Naga Siren and her illusion, so especially the fact that it is a core Sven.
Marked my territory.
So I go back to wondering if Burning Bridges really intended this to be maybe a position 1 or a mid Naga Ethan, yet because of the lineup, they ultimately chose to do a position 3. Either way, they're going to go on Sven here at the bottom lane. Again, still doesn't have that ensnare though. And Sven's going to try to turn this. Pops God's Strength, gets a Stormhammer off. Each auto attack doing a chunk of damage. A Splinter Blast connects, but oh, he turned around for a second right there, but now here comes Ionelli. He has to Crepify. However, Matthew's still trying to cut off Nagasar and go for the splitters. Can he land a stun? No, he cannot, and it will matter. Nagasar's able to run away. Chose not to pop Diabolic Edict either, just out of range. Sven, meanwhile, he ends up going down to both Rasta and Pugna, and the trade, well, it wasn't even a trade. That was Burning Bridges winning that exchange right there as they get the kill on Sven, and Nagasar's able to run away and survive. So good job getting out of there. As Pugna in the middle, going to be lifted up by Rubik. Jakiro nearby. Does have level 2 Ice Path, interesting. It's actually putting no points in his Liquid Fire currently. I suppose he is partnered up with a Juggernaut at the top lane. So maybe likes that option for the idea of getting kills, potentially. I know he's going to heal up meanwhile in the jungle. Trying to finish those arcane boots. Vlad's in progress for Beastmaster. And Sven does have his casual Morbid Mask. He is going to go the Mask of Madness, so he's going to go S and Y, though. So he's going to go Mask of Madness into an S and a Y. I got to think a BKB is coming after that. Yeah, I'm fine not rushing the BKB, like I was saying earlier, but he definitely needs it by about like that 20-25 minute mark, it feels like. Or else he's going to have a hell of a time sitting on people. Oop, the Primal Roar going off. They're diving up here. Yeah, they are going to get the kill on a Juggernaut. Easy kill, in fact. That damage was real. Especially with Rubik rotating over. Okay, that was a Nether Blast. No wonder. Level 3 Nether Blast that he has stolen. Plenty of burst damage to work with. Pugna Ward is going to be really annoying throughout this game, that Nether Ward. So the Radiant team will have to look out for it between heroes like Rubik and especially Leshrac. Have to be careful. Force to the bottom lane. Juggernaut coming down here. Let's take a look at that net worth now. And yeah, Juggernaut is struggling a bit. He is 6th currently net worth. Not crazy far behind the others, but again, down there on the chart. He's trying to finish the drums first. So going a much more active build for the team. As the roster wards committed in the bottom lane. So they're going to go for the tier 1 tower, kill bottom. The tier 1 top was taken out by Thunder Predator. And now they're going to push mid. Again, they have that Nether Blast stolen on Rubik, so they're able to take this tower out quickly. That with a level 3 Diabolic Edict, this is going to fall. They cannot defend this. I mean, by the time they're here, they're rotating over, but no TPs. That's an easy tower kill for Thunder Predator. Pugna's nearby, going to try to go for the deny. Nope, not even able to get it. Does she have a song? She does. Naga sleeps, runs away. Oh, was going to go in the middle. I thought she was going to run away from Rubik. Splits up, here we go. There's the perfect setup with the Ice Path. No Macro Pyre yet, even the tip coming out. That was actually from Rubik. Tips Lily, said, yeah, great job pressing our buddy. I'm sure something along those lines. Anyways, gets the easy kill. But Prada's able to make it out, it looks like. Oh, the Ice Path almost connecting. But the TP too quick. So expect to see more of that throughout this game, specifically with the Macro Pyre on top of it. But, again, didn't have it yet. But, man, I'm looking at this net worth, and it is scary right now for Burning Bridges and that Thunder Predator. They got a 2,000 overall net worth lead. Sven is leading the way. Mask of Man is finished. And Again, working towards that SNY.
The nether reaches out.
He's going to port out, and realizing that they're making their way over. Push out the lane. Still trying to finish drums, man. I don't know about this drums anymore. This almost feels like a game where I trying to think if it would have been worth it to go the Battle Fury. More like the Yasha Maelstrom build that I mentioned I like as well. But gonna go drums and gonna get a late drums on top of that. We'll see how that works for them. I just don't know if that's the greatest choice, honestly. Sven, that was a nice stack that he just took out right there, by the way. Good teamwork as well. So props to the support, I'm sure, for stacking that in the first place. You see Rubik, he's almost got his Aether Lens finished. In fact, yeah, just around the corner from it. They're going to smoke up, yep. Was there a ward there? No, they're going to run right into them, though, pretty quickly. Hawks out. They don't have vision in this area, but they're going to find the Juggernaut. The initial stun, though, he chooses not to go for it. Juggernaut's spinning anyways. Yeah, they needed Beastmaster to be in front to open up with the Primal Roar. But not the case.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
A lot of Aether Lenses this game.
Dire's structures
Aether
are
Lenses? Aether
fortified.
Lensi? Aether Lenses? Damn plurals. Pretty sure it's Aether Lenses. Sort of got a Yasha, Sven, the Sane just coming. Thunder Predator is doing a great job of
top tower is under attack.
decent objectives. Even while Sven's just kind of farming away.
Middle tower is
Beastmaster,
under
of course, a
attack.
great hero for that. So Frank, credit to him. And Rubik, no doubt a very active mid-core. This is where he shines in the laning phase and earlier on in the game. As bottom lane, Skavbai. They're going to rotate on him. They're trying to, at least. Who's that behind? That's going to be
Dire
Boris.
are scanning.
Setting up a flank almost. However, Juggernaut, he did not know Leshrac was there. He just gets zapped down. And also, Leo Style had the level 3 Ether Shock he had stolen. So they just melt Juggernaut. They were definitely trying to make a play right there, and it backfires big time. Prada does go down at the top lane meanwhile to a couple of heroes, but big picture, Thunder Predator definitely having the better of that exchange. And now they're going to push this tier 1 bottom. This Leshrac, a level 4 Edict online. This is a support Leshrac that's farming like a beast. He's already got an Urn. He's working towards a Rod of Atos.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Man, Leshrac really is such a good hero. He is one of those you see every once in a while and you're like, why the hell do we not see this hero more? Can play support just as well as he can play core. Beastmaster opening on a Nagasiren. Primal Roar, can they burst him down first before a song? Yes, it looks like it. The Edict helping to take him down. Roster wards are committed though. Scope by. He's going to spin it. Matthew ticking down. He pops the wand, going to get a little more damage out, but eventually will get down by the Nether Ward even. That was placed from Pugna. Boris is trying to run around now as he's going to hit by the Stormhammer though, so runs him into his wards. Nice to Decrepify. Keeps him alive for the time being, and Shadow Shaman pops a wand, so he'll actually stay alive. That Decrepify does come through. And the Radiant team really relying, specifically Sven, he's relying on his teammates to keep things in place. And, I mean, their whole team is good at that. They do have a lot of crowd control. So that's something I didn't really talk too much about. But ideally, things can be kept in place, especially once the Rod of Atos is finished on Mr. Leshrac here. And there's the BKB up. So now apparently somebody on the Dire side lagging a little bit.
Excellent idea.
Nagasiren's going the Meteor Hammer. This is something we were seeing a bit on on support Naga Sirens for a while there. This was before she got reworked with her old Riptide ability, I believe. Last season, even. If I recall correctly, we saw the whole Meteor Hand builds. It's like Disruptor Naga Siren was a very strong support combo. Oh man, those are some fun times. But essentially playing that role, playing much more of the bit of a split push, but also a huge team fight presence hero.
Don't mind if I do.
Keep glancing up at that net worth chart though, and Juggernaut continues to be really far down. He does have the drums finished, so they are nice stats early on, but again, not choosing to go a greedier build. So I don't think he's necessarily going to all of a sudden start skyrocketing. That was the point I was making earlier. Not that drums is bad on the hero, it's just the way the game was playing out. Almost felt like they were going to need maybe a more greedier build from him. We'll see how this one works as Rasta's caught. Looks like a Primal Roar used for that. You see Rubik still sitting now on the Ether Shock. He's got a Blink Dagger that he's working on, already 1,400 gold. And yeah, when he gets the Ags, man, Ags on Rubik, BKB on Sven, those are the two really power spike items this game. Pugna's going to go the Glimmer Cape. No doubt useful this game. As Lil. Snare. He still doesn't have a snare. Wow. Okay, not getting in the landing phase, I can understand, but at level 9, at least 1 point, I would think. Interesting. Oh, unable to catch.
Wonderful.
Yeah, especially with no ensnare, they really are relying, either Roster or Jakiro need to be there to have any chance of a kill. Matthew running in. They're going to run into Lil. She is going to sleep. She's got her Meteor Hammer, but Leshrac popped the Pulse Nova as they initiate it, so a lot of damage going out of Lil, but Matthew will be turned with the burst. Now, that was a lot committed just for a support Leshrac kill when you think about it. Thunder Predator, they do want to still fight the side now that he got bursted heavy there, but he is fine, and you saw that Nether Ward also doing work, so Pugna's Nether Ward definitely going to be an issue. Sven, he's running in by himself, doesn't have the BKB yet. He's trying to cleave them down. He got one attack in right there. He's still running after them, though. Going to be shackled up, but I don't think Burning Bridges is looking to turn. They just want to keep running. And Leo Style will end up finishing off Boris as a result. So, Sven, yeah, they can kite him pretty well, but when he gets those attacks in, boy, do they hurt. Juggernaut, he was farming the bottom lane meanwhile.
Dire are scanning.
So we do see a glimpse of what Burning Bridges is ideally going to look to do this game. And they do have a very strong team fight, of course, with the Naga, with the Jakiro. Pugna, a big part of that, too. But can Lil get that big initiation off, get them clumped up to the point where it'll work out? As Lil's going to run into a trap. Pulse Nova, she's dead. She does have ensnare now, but it doesn't matter.
I can't feel my legs.
Back to the impurities.
Well, easy kill for Leshrac, going blind uphill. That'll happen. It just doesn't seem like Burning Bridges has enough firepower right now, especially with the build of a Glimmer Cape on Pugna. Much more of a defensive style. Again, we've already talked about Juggernaut. And now, yeah, he won the drums and it can help fighting, but he doesn't want to fight. He wants to still recover and farm. He continues to be far behind. And Thunder Predators continues to force the issue as they should be. So he chooses to go the move speed over the Dispel. Juggernaut gets picked up. That was a Roar use. Apologies there. Getting caught up. Theory crafting a lot of this game. But yeah, you can figure what happened. Beastmaster, Primal Roar opening, and Rubik's there to follow up. He even stole the spin after. I mean, you do see the Yags queued up now, so yeah, I was able to call the items, but frankly, it wasn't really that crazy. I mean, these are It's very straightforward. It's good to see Thunder Predator doing it. Winter Wyvern, by the way, gonna get the curse off. Got another ward down, but Pugna is taking some decent damage. He will survive. Ice Path missed, and the Naga sleep. It's okay. They catch Rubik and they catch Beastmaster over here. So where's the follow-up though? Meteor Hammer gonna come down. Rubik never got the spin off before. Jume's gonna end up going down. The spin stolen from Leo Style. Comes into play, big time spin. He runs down Pugna. Boris is gonna get taken out as well, and it's a crazy disaster for Burning Bridges. Thunder Predator just playing so smooth right now. Can he land the Split Earth? Of course he can. With the Storm Hammer, easy kill on a Juggernaut, and it might not even be finished yet. Lil's over here. He's still trying to live. Here comes Leo Style. He TP'd in. He puts the lift up. He's got shackles. He's going to hold him in place. Damage not necessarily the craziest, but with the Split Earth, and there's another Fade Bolt to secure the kill. And just gonna tip for good measure there. Gonna rub it in a little bit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
12,000 net worth lead now. And they're just gonna go do Roshan because why not? And the fact that this has been able, the fact that the Radiant side has been able to fight so well without a BKB on Sven is just what's most mind-boggling to me. But I suppose it just goes back to the laning phase. I mean, the mid lane was break even, as kind of expected with Pugna and Rubik, but top lane, Beastmaster was able to have a great time. They killed the support a couple times from what I remember, and eventually pushed that tier 1 pretty easily. And then bottom lane, the Naga Siren Rasta could not do anything against the Sven. They could not slow it down at all. Naga Siren not able to do enough pressure, I suppose. And just really throughout the game, Burning Bridges continues to just be on that back foot of attempting to recover. The Sven, though, it's, again, core Sven. On paper, it feels difficult in so many games, and there's a good reason why we don't see this here on the core role a lot, but no doubt one of the more dangerous carries in the game if you can happen to have free reign like this, it feels. Simply with how hard he hits. And in that cleave atmosphere. So the BKB finished.
Attack.
He's going to buy a Blink now as well. He's good to go if he wasn't already. There's no getting away from him here.
The Nether reaches out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, I was talking about that earlier with the level 15 talent. We'll see the
Radiant's
Dispel
middle
Enemy
tower is under attack.
talent picked up a lot on Sven. It's usually more than that support and offlane role, of course. It would be decent this game against,
Dire's
like,
bottom
Decrepify.
tower has fallen.
I suppose you could remove
Radiant's
that,
top
but
tower is under attack.
move speed, especially on a core Sven, does make a
Dire's
lot of sense.
bottom
30
tower
move speed is
under
quite a
attack.
bit.
Radiant's top tower.
Pugna, they just catch him.
Your desolation.
Nothing that this is between the tier 2 and the tier 3 tower. I mean, when stuff like that's happening, you know
Radiant's top tower is under
the team, in
attack.
this case Burning Bridges, is in a
Dire's
horrible spot.
structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No point for Thunder Predator to stop
Dire's
pushing. They're going to keep going.
bottom
Pugna
barracks are
buys
under
back. You have Juggernaut pushing at the top lane. There's a jump. The 3-man Cleave's coming out. And they're going to lose Pugna very quickly. He gets another word down, but they just evaporate. That's a dieback on Pugna. Both Naga and Rasta buyback. But the racks are just going to melt. What a jump there from Sven. Stunned all 3. The curse, by the way, on Jakiro, as he was trying to go further in. But stopping for now. God Strength. Wait. Did he jump back in? No. Okay. I was like, wait, where is he going? He does have the Aegis, but yeah, meanwhile, during all of that, again, Juggernaut was pushing in the top lane, finishing the Yasha. Guess what, though? He's still not ready to fight. In fact, they're going to find Naga Siren for her dieback. It's just,
Top tower is under attack.
I mean, Thunder Predator definitely
middle
deserve a
tower
lot of
is
credit
under
here
attack.
again, that they're playing very smooth. You can kind of tell. I was going to say, I expect the GG soon, because the Dire team just feels a little lost now at this point. And when they're down by this much, the game, the way it's looking, there ain't much hope. So they call GG. Thunder Predator take game number 1. If you factor in what they did yesterday against Zelato in Game 2 and 3, I mean, this is a team that's on a spree right now. Their Game 1 against Zelato, they lost and ended up being a longer game, but since then, they have looked very good 3 games in a row now. So will Burning Bridges be able to kind of stop that train, slow it down a little bit, or will Thunder Predator keep things going? Because if they keep up this pace, almost feel that it's their tournament to lose at this point, but still plenty of matches to be had. Thunder Predator, though, dominating victory in game number 1, and that's twice now I've sat here and said, on paper, it feels like it should be a difficult game for this core Sven. I said it yesterday when Burning Bridges happened to pick it up in their game 1. Sure enough, they won. I go back to that one and say it wasn't necessarily for him, though. It was more on the OD. This game, though, honestly, props to Thunder Predator. They made the core Sven work, and Attune definitely did his part. It was a great team effort, though. We cannot overlook this. Beastmaster, Ruben, everyone did a hell of a job on this squad and turned out to be a very good draft on top of it. So we're going to go to the break, though. We got game number 1 in the books. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. The BTS Spring Cup, America region. Thunder Predator currently up 1-0 over Burning Bridges. We got game 2 on Breaky CPK. We'll be right back.